Alright, good evening everybody. Welcome back to another round of Elite Place. I'm yours the player and we're back with another cracker pack from our box bundle from Royals War. It's finally Friday, so let's see what the start of the weekend brings us with the new pack. I'll say yesterday when we opened pack number 4 we had a very interesting spicy, depending on what you call it, pack. But yeah, let's see if we can keep up the trend or if we will fall off again. It was pretty good what we got yesterday, like an Ashnod's Altar, some Wrestle theme cards, some Misha theme cards. Overall, a pretty interesting pack. Let's see what does the pack tonight bring. Open up. Ooh, maybe again a lot of foils. I don't know, token card at least. Oh, that's the close-up of the soldier card that we drew on the, what's it called? The veteran. Something veteran. Take a quick look on the back part. Oop, I already saw the full art first. Oh well. It was the siege veteran, exactly. Yeah, now we have a close-up of the artwork. Very nice. Actually, it's not bad looking, don't get me wrong. Not bad looking at all. Let go over here. Let's see, as we already took a peek there, there's another full art land. This time a forest again. We have the big construct in there, spiritual forest. I wonder if that's intention. If yes, I'm not really a fan. I mean, it is not bad looking, but it's not the style I like personally. We also already complain about that with the mountain. Wrapping over there. It's definitely not bad. I'm not trying to shame the house. I think it's. I just don't like it. Like, if I want a forest, I usually literally want the forest and not, you know, some weird giant colossal beast, mechanical beast in there. I mean, it seems to be scraping in the clouds. So, I mean, as I said, not bad art, but just not something I would normally put in my decks and play. Oh yeah, so cool. Nonetheless, of course, I mean, full art. Can't complain too much about that, right? And now we have Tornos Tinkering. For 3 generic and 1 green, an instant card. Put 2+1/+1 counters on target artifact, creature, or land you control. Untap that permanent. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 creature in addition to its other types. Interesting, so that's permanently and it works on artifacts, creatures, and lands. Yeah. I mean, can you do shenanigans with that? Definitely, I assume, but what exactly yet, I'm not sure. I mean, the good thing is it's an instant, so you can use it to make a jump blocker, but then again, it's only a 2/2. I mean, if I would go with the green-red deck and play some of the artifact lands in this deck, or the new ones like the bridges, kind of interesting. If you play basically one of the green artifact bridges, indestructible artifact lands, maybe, or to reanimate the vehicle and make it stronger. I mean, I can see that. Wonder if there are enough green and red or green, blue. Yeah, basically, I'm trying to think about combinations where you would play that one. But still, not a bad card. Let's also go over the flavor text real quick. While his master tried to surpass nature, Horners aimed to capture its beauty. Right. Oh, I've seen that one on the pre-release already. That's a cool one. Straight up upgrade actually of one of the other ones. I think originally was the Omnisolvent. Now we have the Goblin Fireball, which is an artifact for 1 generic. Has flash, and for 7 mana and tapping it and sacrificing the Goblin Fireball, you can destroy target permanent. So technically this is I would say a very expensive removal, but the good thing is it costs only 1 mana, so you can search for it with a Trinket Mage. There are some artifact recursion effects, or basically permanent recursion effects that can return permanents with 1 or less mana. So yeah, this is a recurable, easy tutorable removal that can destroy anything, including planeswalkers in common, and it has flash. So I think I will definitely play that. I will upgrade, I guess, some of my Omnisolvents. That one. Oh, is this called Omnisolvent? I mean, if I would literally translate the German name, then it would be Omnisolvent. I think it's slightly different name in English. Alright, so let's see what they are saying. If this works, Torn is gonna let us build the full-sized version. Telegal Goblin Explosioneer. I see, so they're building small bombs, and yeah, if they are successful in going boom, then they are allowed to make big boom. Gotcha. Full card. Next card. Goblin Blast Runner. For 1 red, we got a creature goblin. It's a 1/2. Very surprising for a red card to have a 1/2 body, but I mean, I think nowadays that's. They're trying to get away from 1/1s and 2/1s, I have the feeling. Goblin Blast Runner gets +2/+0 and has menace as long as you sacrifice the permanent this turn. Okay. Interesting. If I've sacrificed anything, he is a 3/2 with menace. I see, that's interesting. Could maybe put that in 1 or 2 of my casuals and pauper decks if I draw more of them than this. One of them, definitely an interesting card. Menace is not a bad type of evasion. I mean, yeah, they are better types of evasion, don't get me wrong, but I've seen worse. Actually, limited and also some casual formats, that's not too bad. See, most goblins can light a fuse and run, but only the clever remember to drop the bomb, right? Talking about the firebomb. Let me see the synergy there. Oh, hello, good sir. I haven't seen you in ages. That's a reprint. Obsidian Balroth. Or Baloth. But 2 generic, 2 green. It's a 4/4 beast. Obsidian Balroth enters when Obsidian Balroth enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. If a spell ability an opponent controls causes you to discard him, put it on the battlefield instead of putting it in the graveyard. So maybe that's some discard hate. Which also has, I would say, still a very decent sized body and some life gain to make the match last longer. In your favor, potentially. Yeah. Nothing too crazy, but nothing too bad either. Next one on the list, we have Sardian Cliffstomper. For 1 generic, 1 red, we have a Minotaur Barbarian, which is 0/4. Interesting for a Barbarian to have 0 power. Ah, okay, wait. I'll see the ability text. As long as it's your turn and you control 4 or more mountains, Sardian Cliffstomper gets +X/+0 when X is the number of mountains you control. I see, so you have to have at least a few lands so that he gets, yeah, enough speed, I guess, to charge down the mountains. I don't remember Wizard betraying. Interesting. I just glanced on the flavor text. When Urza betrayed the Sardian dwarves, they called upon the might of their neighbors for aid. I don't remember Urza betraying Minerals, but maybe I'm just missing that passage right now. I mean, would I play that? Again, similar to the one other beast we had, I mean, it can get big, but it needs evasion like Trample or Menace at least. I mean, I can give that to it, so I shouldn't hold it too much against it. I mean, it can be technically up to I don't know, say realistically a 6/4 for 2. Like 4 to 6 if you're playing mono red or hard red. That's fair, that's definitely fair. That's okay. Again, I would most likely not play in my decks, but I can see it being played. Oh, hello there, ma'am. Who are you? Gas Corsa. Oh, Corsa? Corsa, I think it's how it's pronounced. 4 generic, 1 green. Creature Centaur Soldier. Ah, see, they are the green soldiers we were looking for last time. It's 4/5, and whenever Gas Corsa attacks, if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, draw a card. Yeah, so card draw on green. I mean, granted, it is linked to you attacking with her. But this is not only once per turn, so if you get multiple combat phases, you can also get multiple cards, so that's good. Even the leaves oppose your being here. What help have you against nature's might? Pretty cool artwork also, actually. The neat centaur. I think that's one of the Wizard's airships actually dropping. She's climbing up some wooden stairs. Interesting. That's a neat card. Usually I would not like to pay 5 for that effect. I mean, granted, she has a well-sized body for that. 4-5 body. But still, I would prefer it on a cheaper creature with less powerful body. But I mean, it's still nice. What do we have here? Steel Exemplar. 5 generic, 4-4. Artifact creature, wizard with trample. Hold on. I mean, I was complaining about lacking trample on cards, but hold on, wizard with trample, that's weird. I'm gonna Steel Exemplar enters the battlefield with 2/1/1 counters on it unless 2 or more colors of mana were spent to cast it. Oh, so in a monocolored deck, this is actually a 5 mana 6/6 trample even. Or if you basically can pay it with only one color and some generic mana. Yeah, that's really interesting. Especially in a multicolored deck where you could easily splash him in, he is not as strong as if you play him in a mono or I'd say 2-color deck. You can still play him decently effective with having colorless lands and a lot of lands of each color. Should be able to do that. Yeah, we get it's a wizard. Okay. Reports differed on whether the figure was an automaton or a mage, mostly because few who saw it survived it. Also really nice artwork there. I have more than... No, it seems to have only 2 on there. First I was like, yeah, is this like a prototype of Vidalcan? But no, it's just a metallic wizard. Interesting, and not a body or effect I would expect from a wizard, but nonetheless. Here we got our first rare of the pack. Weird that we did not have one of those prototype cards. Prototype cards in there. You know, the ones with the old frame. What do we get? Terror Ballista. 7 mana for a 5/3 artifact creature construct with menace. This can only be blocked, as we saw earlier with the goblin, by 2 or more creatures. And whenever Terror Ballista attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, destroy a target creature an opponent controls. Oh. Interesting, so you can basically, it snipes with a corpse another unit. Interesting. I think that's even part of the lore of the books. I think Mishra did that once, like he slapped over corpse on the walls, but I might be mistaken there. It's definitely a Mishra inspired design, or Phyrexian inspired design, I should say. And also has Unearth, by the way, which for 3 generic and 2 black, which means I can return from the or I can cast it from my graveyard. Wait, I don't even cast it, right? Why am I always thinking that Unearth is actually a cast? It's putting it directly into play from the battlefield. It gains haste, and at the beginning of the next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield for any other reason, it gets exiled instead. And you can only unearth as a sorcery. Okay. Oh, well, that's a bit of a disappointing prototype. I mean, I like that it's the old frame, which I still don't have for this one. It's a good old Ica Wellspring. See here with an additional flavor text. When Ica Wellspring enters the battlefield or is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. 2 mana artifact. I still like this with a lot of sacrifice effects and recursion effects. You can do some shenanigans with this one. Also interesting is deck like a Seedrew deck. You know, the commander basically wants to gift permanents to other people. Like, you play it, you draw the card, and then gift it to someone. If they get rid of it for whatever reason, fine, they draw a card, but it's, you know, it's neither pissing them off because they, you know, you're debuffing them, or hindering their plan, I should rather say, than debuffing them, nor is it really rewarding them for having your permanent, because they can't really do a lot of default. Oh. Too crazy. I don't like that it's an uncommon nowadays. I mean, originally that was a common. I think it was okay as a common, so... Our glorious infection has taken hold. Elshnorn Grand Cinnabite. Oh, and we got another rare. This time, Gixian Puppeteer. For 3 generic, 1 black. A Phyrexian Warlock. So trying to push Warlock as a new creature type. I know it's coming from the D&D editions, but yeah, now they're trying to push as a normal creature type. Anyways, this is a 4/3. And whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Neat. And when Taxian Puppeteer dies, return another target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ooh, so this one is, even if you get rid of him, he brings something else back. That's kind of cool. I think it synergizes a little bit with that other creature that we had, the flying guy that could get stronger when you draw an additional card. And when he dies, you can also reanimate something. There seems to be a theme with those guys. Neat. I mean, he doesn't have an ability to let you draw extra cards, but still, this is a very cool guy. I like him. I'm not sure what decks I would like to play, but I definitely think I could play him in 1 or 2 decks. If I squeeze the deck list a little bit. He also has a flavor text. To some, desecration. To gigs. Sorry. To some, desecration. Gigs, decoration. Yeah, gigs being a bit, weirdo. And we have the Scatter Ray as a foil. Neat. But remember, we already pulled that one as a normal card. So counter artifact or creature spell unless it's draw base 4. Get the effect for 1 generic and 1 blue as an instant. Again, I can say it's cool flavor wise because the spell talking about Harkuel's achievements. I remember her from some spells named after her. And yeah, cool effect. Oh, sorry, cool artwork, cool flavor, but effect is kinda, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, especially since it's limited to only artifact or creature spells you can counter, not any spell. As I said, I think for 3 mana I usually get that without any restriction. I mean, yes, I get it. You pay less, so it of course has to be a bit more restrictive, because else it would be a straight upgrade or power creep. But still, I don't know. Oh, and we got a. Well, we didn't really get a thing. It's more like a token. We got basically a double-sided card for the transform cards like this, the Argov. And I think Urza can also transform. Yeah, is there, I think, a third one? Someone said. Okay. I mean, it's an interesting booster pack. Don't get me wrong. Not quite as impressive as the one we had yesterday, but I mean, there are some interesting cards in there. I can definitely see myself playing some of this stuff in some of my commanders, or maybe even normal decks. Not too bad. Oh, I should maybe also move. Yeah, that actually makes it worse. Where can I put him that you guys can see him? There? Up there's not too much layer. Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to rearrange the lamp here a bit to make everything work. But yeah, that's still not a bad pack, so I'm not too disappointed from this one. Like, there are 2 cool rares in here. The Ichabod Spring, I mean, I like that it's in the old frame. Corsa, the Steel Example on the Balrog are cards I can see myself playing. Corsa, bit tricky, but I can still see myself playing that. The Cliff Stomper, if I don't think I have a deck for that one. Don't think I have a deck where I could play it. The Firebomb is nice, the Blast Runner is okay. And for Stern Ring, I'm thinking if I can do some shenanigans with that. But yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, joining me on this pack tracking. And yeah, I hope I see you guys again tomorrow for the Saturday pack. Take care and good night. Because yeah, it's pretty late over here, so have a good one.